I don't have my microphone with me, but let's do another episode of Opinions Are Like Buttholes. Mine's better than yours. So it's not a hot take to say my least favorite genre of movie poster is a bunch of floating heads, the laziest movie posters. They're not that interesting. It's just all the characters who are in the movie. Look at them, they're doing stuff. Let's look at a couple of my favorites of posters that are just a character in the movie. Starting off with Call Me By Your Name. I love the colors and the font choice and the way they chose to place the two characters in this kind of triangular composition to the bottom of the frame. It's really pretty and satisfying. Spirited Away, this feels like a little bit of a cheat because it's got a lot going on. It's got our main character, Chihiro, as well as a pig. This might be one of her parents. Who knows? As well as the backdrop of the spirit world town. It's obviously beautiful. I'm going to count it. Next, I have The Master. And if we're talking about movie posters that are just a bunch of the floating heads standing by each other, this is one of the more interesting ways I've seen this done. In fact, The Master has two interesting floating head posters. This one, it's a little more directly the floating head style, but it plays with the therapy themes throughout the movie, with the Rorschach test style thing. I think it works a lot. And finally, what I think is one of the more underrated movies of all time, Blind Spotting. This is beautiful. It's kind of floating head, but it's the two main characters, and they have their faces kind of chopped up like this. I think it's a really creative and interesting way to do that sort of movie poster. But let me know if you think there's better examples of those kinds of movie posters, or let me know what your least favorite floating head movie posters are. Maybe we should do a reverse version of this series where I talk about some of my least favorites and these kinds of things.